Hey Blazers, this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, an Amazon company. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Blaze Entertainment or visit the sponsor and supporters links on our website at entertheblaze.com. With over 180,000 titles to choose from your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Now, let's start the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's start the party. Locked in to the hottest station on the planet.
What's going on, Blazers? We are back with another episode of Blaze Entertainment. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the beautiful, the melanin proficient, the sexy, the queen of Blaze, Miss Free. What's going on, girl?
You know, being irritated as fuck as people.
It's per usual.
It seems like every day recently.
Right. We are actually joined by our brother from another mother, our co-host from After the Blaze podcast, 50 Shades of Ghey. What's up, boo?
Just another day in this fucked up ass world, Trying to keep from smacking the shit out of certain individuals, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel like you and Miss Free are in the same boat this week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's just niggas.
Yeah.
Miss Hope Giselle could not join us this week. We wanted to have a full team Blaze, but you know what, Miss Hope Giselle, you are enjoying your birthday week. We want you to enjoy your birthday week. We wish you a happy and joyful birthday. You deserve all of the breaks, girl. You are out here in these streets telling everybody about their mama and how to get there and where to go and how to get there. So yes, we want you to enjoy your week. And yeah, so we will, I guess they'll be back with 50 next week. I don't know. Yeah. So this particular episode, we're actually going to have 50 join in on all of our segments with the exception of our reviews. He's going to take a little break because he doesn't watch Game of Thrones like we do. So let's see. So let's see what we have here. Let's start out with the phrase of the week, Miss Free.
All right, the phrase of the week. Actually, it's the word of the day.
Oh, okay.
The word of the day. The word of the day is cannabis.
Okay.
It's the fine art of selling weed.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
There's nothing else.
All
I have
right.
a question. How do I get a degree in cannabis?
Right.
Can I?
Have you seen that
Because it's hard out
show?
here for a film.
Bitch.
Have you seen that show Bon Appetit on Viceland?
I haven't.
Oh, you should watch that. I think you'll enjoy it.
There's this one white boy on there. He knows everything about marijuana. He knows the chemical compounds, how much you need to take to a tea. Like, you need to watch it. It's so good just to watch him.
What is it called? It's
Bong Appetit.
Bong Appetit on Viceland. Shout out to Viceland for this free advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so well, that was Miss Free's word of the week. Let's go into our highlight of the week. I actually want to highlight two particular podcasts this week. Usually I do once a week, but this upcoming podcast that I'm talking about, or I'm about to talk about, is a kind of video cast. So they do a lot of live streaming and things of that nature. It's called Grit and Grace TV. It's with Lynn Brunette and Chris Ripka. And I actually met Chris Ripka through, if you guys have seen my interview that I had with Drew Carson on his show on Terra Firma, I was guesting with Lynn Brunette as well. And Chris Ripka actually just kind of crashed the party there. He's an awesome dude, really good people, and just huge-hearted, and just really wants to just make things better for the world. Lynn is a life coach and is an amazing hero of mine, one of my few white queens that we have in the world that just really is all about just wanting peace, love, and happiness. So shout out to Grit and Grace, and just for keeping it real, and just they got me through the week this week because I've been having a tough week myself, along with Miss Free and 50, because people out here pissing us off. So, but we'll get there. But another podcast that I want to actually shout out is the Dante Morrison Show. If you guys, we actually had him on an interview this week, so you guys will see his interview or hear his interview rather next week, I believe Monday or Tuesday, whichever day that Pirate Media decides to release it. So yeah, so that his show is really dope. It's very similar to ours, where he just kind of goes into pop culture and what, kind of talks about anything. And one of the cool things about it is that one of my favorite episodes that he had on there was him talking he brought a pastor on, and they were talking about why the LGBTQ community or why the Black church attacks the LGBTQ community. Great conversation that they had, and it was really deep, and definitely want you guys to check it out. So Blazers, for especially LGBTQ Blazers, check that episode out. It's really good. So
check that out.
Yes, you definitely need to check that out, 50. I think you will like it. I'll actually send you the link in the group. Let's see. Shout outs. Miss Free, do you have any shout outs?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Shout out goes to supermodel Iman. For those who don't know who Iman is, she is not the first Black supermodel, but she's one of the first Black supermodels, at least in my lifetime that I know of, that was amazing. For those who don't know, if you guys have ever seen the Michael Jackson, what was it? Do you remember the time
when we fell in love?
Do you remember the time
when we first met, girl?
So y'all weren't gonna invite me to choir practice? I could have took the low note.
Right? You go ahead and play that tambourine, girl. You play that tambourine. So Iman was the queen, that was in that video. She is, before Tyra Banks, there was Iman. She is now, she turned 62 years old, and she still looked 35.
Yeah,
she looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like an African goddess.
Yeah, she looks good.
Oh, love her.
Ooh, I hope I age like that.
We all gonna age
For
like that
real.
because Black don't crack.
Unless you won't crack, in which case.
Let me tell you something. For those who have not seen pictures of 50 has amazing skin. Like, seriously, smooth skin. It's that melanin, girl. It's that melanin.
I'm melanin proficient, just like Miss Free.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen.
Yeah, for the proficient melanin.
Yes. I want to know your
Thank you,
skincare.
Kwame. I
You're welcome,
appreciate
girl.
that.
You're welcome. I want to know your skincare regimens after the show. Thanks. So,
Misty Copeland
oh, you got Misty Copeland?
is the new face of Estee Lauder.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, Misty. Okay, for those
Also, shout out to Rihanna for officially dropping that date of her Fenty Beauty line, September 8th, 2017.
So, do I need to send you money because you're gonna be broke afterwards?
Obviously.
Okay, so
Duh.
I mean, September 8th, is that after rent?
Yes.
Okay, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rihanna, I hope you, if you're hearing this, please know that Miss Free is going to be supporting you with her whole ass check.
Yes.
Okay, so
I will be there.
yes. So do you have any shout outs, 50?
I don't have a shout out, but Miss Free, you're probably gonna hate me after I say what I'm about to say.
Ooh.
What is you
I
finna
want
say?
to shout out to Rihanna. I want to give a shout out to Rihanna also for releasing the date of her beauty line after Valerian flopped in the movie theaters.
I don't hate you for that. I was gonna see that shit anyway.
I didn't know if you were in the Navy or not. So
No, I I was telling people, like, Valerian is a high-budget movie that's not going to do well in the box office. Like, I knew it wasn't going to do well.
No, and you know what? And let me tell you about. And this is probably something for the reviews. And one day we need to have 50 in the reviews one day, because I think he'll engage really well with, like, because he watches a lot of TV and stuff too. But I really think that Valerian was a good concept. I didn't see it, but just from the synopsis of it, I thought it was going to be a very good concept. But it was just like Ender's Game. I don't know if you guys seen Ender's Game. Visually dynamic, amazing. I have the Blu-ray, but it was one of those things that you could wait until the Blu-ray came out. You know what I mean? Or you could wait until see it on demand. I was not going to go pay $15, $20 plus some popcorn, to go and watch that movie.
Right.
It just wasn't happening. So y'all spent $233 million for nothing.
Right.
Sorry.
Womp, womp,
womp. But shout out to Rihanna for, picking the spirits up. Anyways.
Yikes.
One last shout out goes to the Healthy Him campaign. I had the pleasure and honor of attending the Healthy Him event last night, launch event last night. Well, this is Thursday, so this is airing Friday. So Wednesday was the Healthy Him launch event. And if you guys are on my Facebook or Twitter, you'll see me starting to use hashtag Healthy Him. And basically, it's a program, a campaign that was launched by Revenge APLA and the Dice Lives APLA, which are two major programs that have came together to not only work with AIDS prevention and HIV prevention, but also to create a bridge for LGBTQ of color and heterosexuals of color, to kind of bridge them together and talk about just being healthy and just living a healthier lifestyle and doing things to mind, body, and soul, just trying to get it right and really focus on gay and black men and straight men of color. So shout out to y'all doing great things. You guys have been doing great things out there. So it was an honor to see such love among that team, and as well as the Revenge team and all the other participants that go there. So shout out to APLA. Anyway, I think that's it. That's all I got.
That's out. Yeah.
You got anything else, 50?
I don't have anything else.
All right, let's take a break.
Hey Blazers, check out one of our sponsors, Atomic Cosmetics. They have an array of colors that go boom and are tested on showgirls and never on animals. With freshly made seasonal skincare products that nourish your face and body, you can't go wrong. There is also a lot of cosmetics for you to choose from, like blushes, contours, foundations, eyeshadows, and more. Find multitudes of colors and palettes. Visit colorsthatgoboom.com and use offer code BLAZEATOMIC.
And we're black with the petty world news.
Petty world news.
Okay, ladies, now let's see information. Okay, ladies, now let's see information. I'm petty slave, tickle, you get eliminated.
And
should you go first?
Let's ladies first.
All right, so Los Angeles decided.
Okay.
For whatever fuck ass reason, like we ain't got enough people here already.
Okay.
To host the 2028 Summer Olympics.
Excuse me?
Oh.
When was this?
Oh.
This is pretty recent. I don't know when. 3 days ago.
In Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles.
In hot ass Los Angeles?
Paris is going to have the 2024, and then Los Angeles is going to have the 2028.
Okay, so I'm going to have to save up on my PTO, because I will not be in this fuck ass city.
I will not.
During this time. I cannot.
I need to go somewhere else.
It already takes 20 minutes to get from one place to another, and it's down the fuck ass block.
Bitch. All of Los Angeles. The whole damn county is going to be fucked up.
Lit with all of the world.
I don't need them here.
Rude. No. First of all, I don't understand why we even had this conversation. Well, why we didn't have this conversation. Y'all should have called a damn town hall. I'm pissed off now.
First.
Y'all should ask somebody. The fuck's wrong with y'all?
Because traffic is bad enough. Could you imagine?
Bitch. I'm not happy right now. I didn't even know that was a serious situation.
Well, they're gonna
50.
have.
You don't understand.
We might be living like the Jets. 20. Might not have to worry about traffic.
No,
I doubt it.
I highly doubt it. With this fuck ass administration going on right now, it's setting us back 20 ass years. No, and you know what's pissing me off?
We might not be alive then.
Bitch, that's a possibility.
That
is a possibility.
You know where it's gonna be though. It's probably gonna be downtown.
Right.
The Staples Center.
Do you know how close we live to downtown? We're going to be fucked. Don't fly in. Don't go. I'm telling you right now. What year is this?
2028.
My God. I cannot.
Fuck.
They decided in Los Angeles, they couldn't have taken it to New York or whatever. They need the revenue. Why? Bitch. Why us? Bitch. Why can't you take it to some like podunk town where there's like nobody around and there's like 2 people in the traffic? You got to take it to fucking Los Angeles where it literally takes 50. You have no idea. Let me tell you something.
I'm just stressed out thinking about it.
Right. I'm stressed out thinking about it. It takes me 20 minutes to get to my job. Do you know on a normal day with normal traffic, 50, that it would take a normal human being to get to my job from my place of dwelling? It would take them 5 minutes. It takes me 20 fucking minutes just to get to the area. Why?
My nerves wouldn't be able to.
It's too much.
Because it's too damn much out here. You got Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Right.
You got downtown Los Angeles.
With the white people
you got
just
Disneyland.
Taking pictures.
You got it's just too much.
You got fucking Universal. Oh, Disneyland is in Anaheim, so they got a little bit of space.
Regardless of the
fact. Bitches flying into LAX to go down to Disneyland. You got motherfuckers coming in from LAX to go to fucking Universal Studios. It's too goddamn much. And then the white people with their little clickety-clack cameras walking around asking stupid questions. Where's this at? How do you find this place? Find a fuck-ass map. What the fuck?
I'm not going to be kind.
I'm not going to be kind. You paid your ass to get here? That's your fucking problem, bitch. Don't ask me I'm staying in my house, man. Matter of fact, I'm moving for the 2 goddamn months. We're
gonna go visit 50.
Bitch, yes! That's what we do. 50, I hope you got space, bitch. Because I'm coming over. This is too much.
Just come visit me in Canada. I'll be
My God. Okay. It's too much. The Summer Olympics, that means everybody. We're going to have the Russians, we're going to have the Jamaicans, we're going to have everybody.
Pause. I just thought about this. There might be some fine-ass men coming, though. Fine.
That's fine, but how you going to get to them, bitch? It's going to take you a whole ass hour.
It's not going to take much. I can just walk down the street because the bitches are going to be every fucking where, like we just said.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't feel comfortable. I'm worried about the national securities. That's what I'm saying.
Let's move on.
Ooh.
Right. You got that. You caught that 50. Anyway, I got stressed out. Sorry, y'all. Y'all don't understand how it is in LA traffic. Anyway, so let's talk about the there was a man who decided to take his stupid ass and walk through an LGBTQ center and light it on fire. Just walk in there for no fuck ass reason. Don't know nobody. Don't know him. He just walked in there and started dousing gasoline.
Was anybody there?
To my knowledge, nobody was there. I didn't do too much research on it because I was pissed, and I was already working on some other.
I know
issues.
it happened at like 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, it was super early in the day, and it was like also like, but he just walked in there, and you can see it on the camera. He just dousing.
Right.
And I'm just like, who are you? Why are you trying to be relevant?
Right.
And first of all, what homo gonna be up that damn early going to the goddamn center?
Stop.
I'm just being honest. We need our beauty rest.
And
go ahead.
I don't even think that he was necessarily. He wasn't. I don't even think he was targeting anyone in particular. I think he was just trying to make a point. And I read an article last night, and they were talking about how the current political climate has perpetuated or is perpetuating hate crimes like this.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't remember the statistics, but like the statistics in New York and Washington D.C. of hate crime, particularly on the LGBTQ plus community, have risen like exponentially.
And what's fucked up?
Yeah.
And it's because the Cheeto in chief has decided that it's okay to embolden his base, who is 90% racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody who is, for Trump is racist, but 90% of the people who voted or not voted for him, is his base, because I'm not talking about the people who voted for him. A lot of people who voted for him didn't want Hillary. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. But 90% of his actual supportive base right now is racist. You know what I'm saying? And homophobic. Mm-hmm. And so it's really frustrating because it's like now you have this person who is supposed to be the leader of the free world, who is supposed to unite the world against any type of, dictatorship, against any type of bigotry and just be a shining beacon of freedom for the world. And he can't even keep his own country together.
Right. Sad world.
We gonna get there. We ain't gonna talk about it now, but we gonna get there. Anyway.
Might end up behind bars.
Right.
But I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
So I just want to talk about this now instead of later in the review section. The creators of Game of Thrones decided to create an alternate history show called Confederate.
Speak on it.
In which the basis of the whole thing is if, the Civil War was lost or whatever. It was a Civil War? I don't know.
Yeah, it was the Civil War.
Yeah, if it was lost, how would the world be now if there was still slavery?
If slavery wasn't abolished, yeah.
Exactly. Listen.
All I'm gonna say.
I don't need to see that shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna watch that shit. And y'all are really trying to ruin Game of Thrones for me.
Because real.
I was like, bitch, what you not gonna do is ruin these last 2 seasons.
Well.
So I'm gonna ignore it for now and return back to it later.
Well, I would say that it's not the creators, actually. It's the writers of Game of Thrones. A lot of people said it was the directors and the creators. It's from the writers of Game of Thrones.
No. The two main writers are 2 black people. This is their scapegoat. Well, the 2 main writers wanted to write this show. They're married. 2 black people.
What?
Dead ass.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. But anyways.
What kind of cool ass shit is that?
To what I want to talk about, just so you keep that in mind. Will Packer and Aaron McGruder team up for a new Amazon alt history drama called Black America. Mm-hmm. And this show is about what the world would have been like. What the world would okay. So of Black Wall Street, right?
Mm-hmm. I like
if that has flourished. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So that's the show.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
If the white people would just leave the black people alone, basically that's what the show is about.
Okay, so the opposite of the Confederate.
The opposite, exact opposite. If black people got their reparations, what would the world be like? What would the United States be like now? That's what their show is about.
A hell of a lot better.
And I will be watching that show because I am interested in that shit because I need to know.
So if Black Wall Street wasn't burned down?
Exactly.
Well. Wakanda.
For real. I think somebody should write a series about if white people never went up in Africa, how much different it would have been. That's what I want to see.
Get on it, it's free.
Let's talk about Tomi Lahren and her stupid ass. So recently there was a political conference. For those who can't. Who don't understand what that means. Politicon was held in Los Angeles. That's where everything is apparently. Apparently it's the place to be.
Right.
Gotta have fucking Summer Olympics up in this bitch. So Politicon happened, and at Politicon, what was her name? I forget her name. What is her name? She's on Netflix. She has her own show. White lady, liberal.
That says a whole lot, Kwame. That is just a very
She's a comedian
statement.
She's a comedian.
That not making it any more specific.
Oh my god. It's not Amy Poehler. It's not Amy Schumer. It's the other one.
Tina Fey.
Not Tina Fey. Tina Fey's not white, by the way.
Oh. Well, she looked pretty white to me.
Yeah, she together.
Anyway, Tomi Lahren and oh my god, I can't believe I forget her name. This is gonna bother me. 50, you know who it is. Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh my god, Tomi Lahren. Chelsea Handler. That's the bitch's name. Okay, sorry, Chelsea. Anyway, Chelsea Handler.
I don't like her either.
I'm really not sorry. Anyway, no shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. Anyway, Chelsea Handler and Tomi Lahren, or Lahren, whatever how you pronounce her fuck ass name, decided to have a political battle and debates on at Politicon. So it was this big deal because everybody hates Tomi Lahren and everybody loves Chelsea Handler apparently. So I actually watched the because everybody was up in arms about it after the debate and saying that Tomi Lahren's a hypocrite. Big deal. I was like, big surprise to this.
Right.
So anyway, I watched the clip of Tomi Lahren and Chelsea Handler, and Chelsea Handler was holding her own. I thought it was a interesting little debate there. Tomi Lahren did have some digs that I thought was like, okay, that was you practiced. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You did well. And then she said something. I was waiting for it because Tomi Lahren has this thing. Dumb as fuck. She's dumb as a bitch, is what it is. She has this thing where she'll have this momentum going, and then she'll start spinning off into rhetoric that it's just the same old Trump, stupidity, alt-right kind of rhetoric type thing. And then she says something hypocritical. She did it on The View. So Tomi Lahren was talking about, I hate Obamacare, and I'm not quoting her exactly, but she was basically talking about how Obamacare sucks, and it's destroying the economy, and blah blah blah, and all these people are terrible. And then Chelsea Handler was like, well, what healthcare do you have? And she's like, well, I'm one of the few that's blessed to be still on my parents' healthcare.
Bitch, no, she did not. Bitch, I know you lying.
I'm not. Yeah. I swear to God. Okay? But let me explain. The Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, is actually affords you the opportunity to stay on your parents' health care up until the age of 26. And guess what Tomi Lahren is on? Obamacare. But she hates it. She wants it repealed.
Stupid ass bitch.
How are you hypocritical blonde twat? How are you going to be the one to sit there and say how horrible a program is or a benefit is when you are benefiting from it? You privileged ass kumquat. Okay, I do not understand the amount of stupidity that comes out of Tomi Lahren's ass. It's ridiculous. She shits the amount of shit that comes out of Trump's ass. She is a dumb bitch, and I cannot take her seriously. When she has a moment of like maybe some type of like, I don't care if you're conservative. I really don't. If you're conservative, you may have conservative views. I think all people have some type of conservative view when it comes to like maybe fiscal conservatives and all these other things. Everybody has views on both sides from certain things, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. You believe politically what you want to believe, but when you start being hypocritical about the situation, that's when I have to stop you, because you just sat there and said that Obamacare was shutting down things and it was gonna fail and all this stuff, but you dumb bitch are actually benefiting from it. But you got millions of dollars coming in to your stupid ass, okay? And you all over here getting money and getting paid by the Trump campaign, but you over here can't even afford your own goddamn healthcare, and you still on your parents' healthcare, you stupid bitch. The fuck?
50?
Ooh, yes, you had read her.
Woo. Any thoughts, 50?
I'm not even gonna waste any of my breath on that bitch.
Amen.
Everybody knows how I feel about Kwame. I think you've done enough, Kwame. You've done enough.
Thanks.
You've done enough.
I tried.
It almost reminds me of those like ratchet hoes in the hood who are always talking about the hoe down the street selling her food stamps, but bitch, you selling your food stamps too.
Right.
I'm like, girl, for real, bitch.
Right. It's like, how are you gonna call the? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, boo.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, how you gonna call the
kettle black?
Call the pot, or what is it? It's like calling the
how's the pot gonna call the kettle black?
Thank you.
Like
that
calling the kettle black.
Yes,
right. Exactly. I'm just like, for real, bitch.
Or in this case, how's the pot gonna call the kettle white? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, child. Stupid.
Oh.
And then why?
Just throw the whole Tommy away.
And here's the thing. if you're gonna be a dumb bitch, just be a dumb bitch in private. Why would you even... You're going to a political convention where the aim is to debate your political side. Why would you even admit that you even had Obamacare? You are a horrible person. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want you on my team. If you're gonna lie well. What the fuck? Why would you choose that opportunity to tell the truth?
Stupid bitch.
Dumbass.
Chelsea Handler knew exactly what she was doing with that question.
Chelsea Handler was very prepared, and I watched the entire. And let me tell you something. I'm not here for Chelsea Handler. I do agree with a lot of things that she's a liberal. She's a liberal female, but she's also a white feminist. However, yeah, I said it. However,
what'd you say?
She's also a white feminist.
Oh, I don't care, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't no damn difference to me.
But I said it because the bottom line is that I do understand. Chelsea Handler was very prepared because I watched the whole thing, and Chelsea Handler is was very fucking prepared for that whole situation. And I think you had to, because when you come in, it's one thing when you come in, you know, had it been somebody who was a little more politically aware of what's going on in the world, like truly, honestly, truly, it would have been a different story. You know what I'm saying? Then it would have been a really good battle. However, when you're dealing with dumb bitches like Tomi Lahren, you have to be politically aware, and you have to also be able to counter the stupidity that they come up with. So if they come up with a lie, you have to make sure that you know the whole ass truth. So I was proud of Chelsea Handler for what she did and holding up her stuff, because Tommy was saying some stupid ass shit, and that's why she was like,
well, first of all, Chelsea Handler has many more years of experience being on TV and tapping people, just like she did with Tommy, so it was fully expected of her to do something like that.
Right. But that's my point. Tomi Lahren should have been, if she was a smart bitch, which she's not, and which is why I felt like it was an unfair fight. Okay, like Ann Coulter and Anna Caspian, that was a good ass fucking debate.
I want to see that,
girl,
because I love Anna.
Anna, let me tell you something about Anna Caspian. That woman, that walking goddess, she is a political goddess. She knows what the fuck it's. Let me get out of here. We're not talking about politics this whole ass time. Do you have anything?
I'm gonna let you finish out because mine is kind of dumb. But go ahead.
Well, I want to save this one for last.
It's really kind of dumb.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
50. Shall we talk about the transgender escort who exposed singer Bobby Valentino after he failed to pay for his sex?
Sure.
Sure.
He's like, nah.
So, he was at her hotel, allegedly, and every article that I've read, the article said he didn't run the girl her coin. So she recorded his ass. But in looking at the video, I'm like, this was not a scenario to where he didn't want to be on camera, especially after the second video surfaced with Lil Scrappy in the background. Did you see that video?
I did not see that video.
I did not see any video.
Yeah. There's a second video that has surfaced with Bobby Valentino and Lil Scrappy in the background, just, you know, getting their lives in a room full of transgender women.
What?
So a lot of people have had, yes, I'll send you the link.
That's probably what my cousin was talking about. I was like, bitch, what are you talking about? Okay, I see that.
But like,
I got you.
A lot of people have had, you know, their own opinions on the transgender woman outing Bobby Valentino. And this is my thing. First of all, if you responded to her sex ad, then that meant you had the coin to pay her. And if you, for whatever reason, decided not to run her money, then of course there's going to be consequences and repercussions. First of all. Second of all, I feel like you can't out somebody who's already out. I've been known that Bobby Valentino was a queen. And based off the second video that has been released, like, you are too fucking, like, if you see the video, like, he's having too much fun in a room full of transgender women. Too much fun. And, like, people are talking about, you know, that's the reason why transgender women are being killed at an alarming rate, because they're out here outing trade and so on and so forth. I have so much to say about that, but Kwame, I'm going to let you give your 2 cents, because I can talk about it until I'm blue in the face. But you give me your how you talk about it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm
going to give the mic to you.
So I didn't know about the whole and thanks for bringing that up, because I didn't know about the whole second video with Lil Scrappy. I digress with Lil Scrappy, because I already have my issues with his fuck ass anyway. But I digress. My issue with the situation is I understand that people, you know, this whole outing thing, that's where a lot of the issues came about, and that's where people were trying to, you know, I feel victim shamed the situation when it came to the escort in question. My issue is, and I'm not going to say transgender escort, because you wouldn't say a female escort or a male escort. You would just say escort. So it is what it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to separate the two from the situation, and I think that it's a bigger deal because she's transgendered, and that's what pisses me off about the situation. Right. Had it been a cisgendered woman or a cisgendered man, it would have been a different situation, right? It would have been like, oh, okay, well, what if it had been a gay man? It would have been like, oh, okay, he's gay, big shocker. But because it's a transgendered woman, you want to have a fucking issue with it. That's my problem with it. What are we doing as a society where we're actually shaming our men for being attracted to whoever the fuck they're attracted to? This is the same thing that goes. Let me get Lord. I'm about to go into the vent, and I'm not gonna go there yet, because you and I are gonna have some conversations about this 50. You know what I'm talking about. So
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We're gonna get there. We ain't there yet, but we're gonna get there. Okay.
I'm ready and I'm here.
Miss, if y'all can see Miss Farida, she is sipping her tea.
You know, I'm listening.
She is ready. But here's my thing with the situation. Like, I wasn't a big, when it comes to, like, you know, gay men and lesbians and, like, in workplaces and stuff like that, like, I don't feel like you should out people. I don't think that is something that you should do. I do have an issue with outing in general, but at the same time, I think that we have gotten to a place in our society where if it happened 10 or 20 years ago, where, you know, you're trying to out somebody from being gay or bi or a lesbian or whatever other letters that we have in our homosexual community, or even a transgender situation, I don't think that it would be taken as well as it would be now. You know what I'm saying? It's not 10, 20 years ago. It's not, and I'm not taking away from the fact that, you know, people's feelings don't get hurt or people are not put in danger now still, because they're outed. What I'm saying is that it is a different situation when you come out now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot safer. I'm not going to say it's fully safe, but it's a lot safer than it was during the time when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I could not come out. There was not like, you know, it was not like a situation, especially when I joined the army. I had to go back in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So it was a different situation. Now, I think that people would have rallied around Bobby Valentino had he just came out and said, "Look, this is what it is." But because you're denying it, and because you're being a punk ass bitch and making it seem like this transgender woman, first of all, you owe her money, bitch. Pay what you owe, okay? Don't make it seem like the only reason that you're doing this is because, and the only reason that you found an escort is because you actually don't want to go and date a transgendered woman who, if that's what you are into, fine, that's what you're attracted to. Nobody gives a fuck. But because you think that it's wrong, or people are gonna look at you differently, or you're gonna get your street cred all differently. Let me tell you something, Bobby. We all knew about you bobbing. Okay? We all knew. That's why 50 said what he said. Okay, we all knew you were a queen, boo-boo.
I didn't know. I don't actively involve myself with Bobby Valentino anyway. So, I forgot when the last time
I knew he was a queen when he was talking about some. I knew he was a queen when he was talking about some. What is it song? I saw you walking down on Bell Road.
Slow down. I just want to get to know you.
Oh, that song?
That's Bobby Valentino.
That's the only thing I knew about him, and then he disappeared.
Because he was queening.
Oh.
And look, I don't give a fuck if you queening or not. Just stop bullshitting and stop putting down transgendered women.
Right.
That's my issue, because it doesn't happen as much with transgendered men, and that's what pisses me off about the situation. You are looking at a gay man or a cisgendered man who went from cisgender to transgender situation, and that's your problem. You are not looking at, because it's the same thing that happened with, oh, well, she's a lesbian, it's cool, but he's a homo, he's a faggot. That's my fucking issue with the situation. You don't acknowledge or respect the fact that is a transgendered woman, and you keep looking at her. You're insulting her by misgendering her, and your intentions by misgendering her, because you're not viewing her as the woman that she is. And that's what's pissing me off about the situation when it comes to these little fuckers out here like Bobby Valentino. But I digress. Okay, so
I need a shot.
So there's that. Miss Free, did you have something?
Kofi.
Who's Kofi?
Kofi, how to sound so last. Kofi. Raphael and Queen Sugar.
Oh, yes.
Kofi is still out here looking for a girl.
Ooh.
And so I volunteer myself as tribute. So if he ever decides to hear this, I am here and willing.
How you gonna go from Idris Elba to Kofi?
Because he's fine as fuck.
Oh my god!
I can do whatever the hell I want.
But I thought he was Issa's.
Idris Elba is sugar daddy.
Ooh, no. Idris Elba is daddy. Zaddy.
You right.
He can
You're
get
right.
it.
But you know what? Kofi is,
Oh, he's like husband material for you?
No, he's like, let's fuck around material.
He's like a snack.
Yeah.
He's a chocolate snack. What you think about Kofi 50?
But who now?
Kofi Servi?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Kofi Servi. He was on Queen Sugar.
He plays Ralph Angel. Have you seen Queen Sugar?
I know her.
You haven't seen Queen Sugar?
Did you see Girls Trip?
No, I haven't seen Queen Sugar. See, I told you I don't watch TV like that. The only thing I watch is in theater.
Have you seen Girls Trip yet, 50?
Yes.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's Jada's character's like fuck buddy for that trip.
That's
him. That's who we're talking about.
That's Kofi Servi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you see what I'm talking about?
Oh. I just started to salivate uncontrollably.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
The one with the big old thing.
Yes.
What? You saw his thing?
With a grapefruit around it.
Oh.
You have to see the movie.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, Jesus. I just can't get those images out of my head.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Fine as fuck.
Oh.
Well, since you look at him as Idris Elba as sugar daddy, and then Kofi,
because Idris Elba don't want to get married, so
you can't marry him.
I can fuck and get money, so it's like
I just want both of them to run a train on me.
Oh, amen.
That's all I want. Just one time.
Talk about a melanin deficient train, honey.
Listen, just make sure you leave them coin on a nightstand before you leave.
Madam, you gotta pay what you owe, bitch. You will get exposed. Now, question.
Yes.
Miss Free.
Yes.
If you look at Idris Elba as a sugar daddy and Kofi as snack, who would you look at as husband material?
I'm not thinking about no husbands right now.
Oh, okay.
Me either, girl.
So,
y'all on some Rihanna tip.
I'm not.
Look, I'm just trying to make love that don't mean a thing.
Well,
I don't know. Like, I'm not really thinking about husbands right now.
Y'all single asses. I can't deal with y'all. Anyway, anything else, Miss Free?
No, I'm good now.
You good, 50?
I'm amazing.
All right. He said, I'm amazing. I'm sure. We'll be back. We'll be back, guys. Actually, 50 will not be. He's going to take a break, and we'll be in the review section, and then he'll come back for the vents. So we'll be back. Hey, guys. This episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a progressive moving platform to give a voice to those who feel don't have one. social injustice, equality concerns, and more are just a few reasons why PMN is needed. For more information about Pyro Media Network, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.
And we're back.
With the reviews.
Reviewing shit.
Yes, and we're going to make this quick because we have deadlines and things to meet. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so let's get right into it. I don't have any review news, so let's get into the episode review. This is, what was the name of the episode?
I want to say the Queen's Justice.
Yes, the Queen's Justice, episode 3. Episode 3 or 4? 3.
3.
Episode 3. So... at Dragonstone, Jon Snow and Davos are taken to meet Daenerys Targaryen, whom Jon asks for aid in defeating the White Walkers. But Daenerys iterates her desire to take the Iron Throne instead. In King's Landing, Euron Greyjoy returns bearing gifts to Cersei Lannister in the form of Ilaria and Tyene. At the Citadel, Samwell Tarly and Archmaester Ambrose examine a now healed Jorah Mormont. In Winterfell, Sansa is alerted of an arrival at the gates and finds Bran Stark has returned. At Casterly Rock, the Unsullied infiltrate and capture the castle, but Euron's Iron Fleet arrives and begins destroying their ships, leaving them stranded. Meanwhile, Jaime Lannister leads the Lannister army to take Highgarden and offers poisoned wine offers Lady Olenna poisoned wine as a mercy. So, Miss Free, let's get in it.
Well, let's get straight to the Jon. Daenerys and Jon Snow. They met for the first time ever. And I was hype as fuck. And their first reaction, the way they conversed with each other was everything.
Yeah, it really was.
Because Missandei was over here shouting off all Daenerys' titles. And then Davos was just like,
this is Jon Snow.
This is Jon Snow. He's king of the North. That's it. That was such a good moment.
It was hilarious. Can we talk about let's see, because there's so much this episode.
Well, I just like the fact that they were bouncing off each other, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, she was like, are you calling me a child? And Tyrion, Tyrion had to kind of be the great equalizer in that moment,
which is weird because he's usually the troublemaker, so it was nice to see him in that,
because he has respect for Jon and he has respect for Daenerys.
Yes.
So they cool. I'm not gonna let Jon be thrown under the bus because you tripping, right? Taking his words out of context or whatever. I am happy that Daenerys finally let him go mine the dragon glass, though. Right. She doesn't know how much it means yet. Right. But she will.
She will. Can we talk about Euron Greyjoy and Cersei Lannister and Ilaria? Can we talk about that?
We could talk about that.
Damn.
For real. I said Cersei is an evil bad bitch.
She's a fucking bitch, and I can't
Lena Headey, girl.
Oh my god,
you are an amazing actress. Yes. Let me just say,
outstanding actress.
I was mad at them too at a moment. I was like, bitch, why you kill Marcella?
Right. Let me explain something. Lena Headey is one of my favorite actresses because of the fact that I've hated her character so much that it's almost hard to differentiate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because she makes me hate Cersei so damn much. Mm. But I also have a low-key respect for Cersei because she's petty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I have a respect for pettiness.
I couldn't sleep at all because I was up all night thinking about my revenge. Go to sleep, bitch. Damn. Think about it in the morning.
Right, you gonna get wrinkles, bitch.
Right, but she gave her the kiss of death or whatever the fuck it's called.
Right.
I said that is some next level poetic justice right there.
And then she has to watch her die. Yes.
And then we're gonna force feed your ass to make you stay awake. And we're gonna light these damn candles every few hours just so you can see.
My God. That's some fucked up torture. at the Citadel, first of all, like you called it, Sam healed Jorah.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
I mean, I didn't know. He Sam fucked some shit up, so I didn't know if he was gonna come through or not. But he seems to be handling this.
That whole scene, I was just kind of like, "Are you sure you want to like shake his hand? Maybe we should give him another episode.
Exactly.
Give him some time to breathe. Yeah, come back.
Right. Exactly. I was like, you don't know if it's gonna go in remission or something. Right. Like, you need to give him some time, and he's still got red stuff all over his body. So I don't know why you shaking his hand, Sam.
And shit. You just let him heal, let it breathe.
Right. It's like, oh, use a glove or something, bitch.
Right.
God, you don't got no protection in Westeros. My God. Anyway, so there was that. Let's get to at the Citadel. Oh no, we talked about the Citadel. We talked about that. We talked about this. Okay, Sansa and Bran. Can we talk about their reunion?
That whole scene was awkward as fuck.
First of all, when, why, and how did Bran turn into the fucking Morpheus? Like he went from like having this like, oh my God, I'm Bran Stark and we gotta run away from the White Walkers and things, to I am Bran Stark and I am now the Three-Eyed Raven and this is what what the fuck is wrong with you?
It was so like, whose decision was that to make him act that way? Because it was so weird.
It was so uncomfortable.
And then for him to go into like one of Sansa's worst nights of her life was so
awkward,
like bad. I was like, this whole scene is bad. I expected to cry a little harder to see Bran and Sansa again. I expected him to react differently. And you know, I know Bran has seen some shit. Okay, I know he has seen some shit. But damn, that is your sister.
Right? You didn't give him.
You can see all the shit. You can see all the shit she's been through, and to go to like that scene, that moment
right before
was
the end of her
shit.
Yes, and it was such a traumatic situation. It's made her who she is now,
right.
And all of a sudden she is getting to see her brother, who she thought was dead and who she loves dearly, and all of a sudden her brother, who hasn't even seen this traumatic event, which she doesn't want to talk about, all of a sudden you're bringing it the fuck up.
Right.
Awkward as fuck, and you're bringing it up in such a callous way, and it wasn't like
dry.
It was so dry. It was like you were raped. And it was like, what the fuck? It was
like, you look so beautiful in that white dress, Sansa.
Awkward.
Bitch, what?
Awkward as fuck.
Y'all could have did something else with that scene.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't like that scene at all.
Oh.
That bothered me.
I am more interested in seeing Arya Stark and Sansa get back together because they always bickered as children. Always.
Yes, I'm actually really, but I think that they're going to have one of the best reunions because
Arya's changed. Arya's changed.
Sansa's changed as well, and Sansa has appreciated her family more. And I believe Arya's appreciated her family too more, because even in a couple of episodes before, or I think it was a couple of seasons before, when she kept talking about how annoying like Sansa was, she still loves Sansa. That's her sister.
Yeah.
And she lost her mother. She lost her other brother that she was there for. She almost saw what happened, and she knows that she lost everything. Mm-hmm. And now she knows that Jon is back and Sansa's back. She loves them, and I know that they're gonna. I'm interested in that reunion. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's move on because we're running out of time. The Casterly Rock situation.
Let's just get to Olenna.
Daenerys.
No. Olenna. Well, should we talk about her last thing?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys say about Daenerys?
What the fuck? Your battle strategies. I'm sorry. I like Tyrion, but you need to input your own senses into this. Yes, Tyrion knows the lay of the land, and that is great, but you need to start thinking a little bit more about what the fuck's going on. Right. You can't just come up and start blowing up shit and start attacking shit without making any fucking allies. Had you stayed back, had you fortified your area, and people came to you, you would have fucked up some shit. That's all I'm saying.
I think had Daenerys sent some of her troops over to Highgarden, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Right.
It would have made it a little more difficult for Jaime and Euron.
And the fact of the matter is Highgarden controls the money, so why wouldn't you protect that area?
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you do that?
It was kind of random. It was really a bad military move. Olenna Tyrell.
Olenna?
Rest in peace, my beautiful bad bitch.
Let me tell you something. Girl. Lady Olenna, she is the Maxine Waters of Game of Thrones.
And tell Cersei, I want her to know it was me.
Yes. And she reclaimed her time. She reclaimed her damn time. At the end of it all, she reclaimed her time. And you did it.
And you did
it, Lady Olenna.
Moment, It was so tense at that moment. I could have swore Jamie was just gonna chop her head off.
I thought so too.
I was like, he's just gonna fuck her shit up.
I thought he was gonna stab her.
But you know what? Elena looked at him like, bitch, and what?
Right. And if you kill me, I don't have to deal with this poison. Fine. Either way, I know I'm going.
Right.
And this is what's going to happen. I can go live the rest of my life for these 5 minutes of time and know that I fucked up your life. Okay? You know
I
what
wanted to know it was me. All right, then we're done.
That's all I got.
10-10. That episode was...
That was one of the best episodes.
Right.
Yes. Definitely a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, we'll be back.
Hey Blazers, we want to hear from you. Have a TV show or movie suggestion you want us to review? Need some advice or an opinion on an issue you're having? Want to tell us how you're feeling about the show? Then send in a listener letter by visiting entertheblaze.com and going to our contact tab. One of your letters could be read on air. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to the show.
And we're back with the listener letters portion of the show. Please go ahead and go into entertheblaze.com/letters, and you can go ahead and fill out our listener letter form. Miss Free, take it away.
I haven't read these letters yet, so I don't know what we get into right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord.
So we going in blind.
This is the first time that 50's on with us. Listen to the letters. Now you know my paid 50. She be getting letters, and she be reading them before, and she be looking at me. She be looking at me because she know I'm going to get pissed.
I just saw something that was like, bitch, what? But I'm not going to read that one right now.
Okay.
All right, the first letter comes... I was about to say lesson. The first letter comes from Josiah.
Okay.
And they're from San Francisco.
Okay.
The question reads, hey, Miss Free and Kwame. This is for both shows.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. First, I want to say, as a black, cisgendered, heterosexual man, I support you and your team. I don't know, what the fuck word is that? The work you do for all your community. We need more men and women of color speaking up and being in the faces of traditional black church oppression. Now, out of respect for Queen Free, thank you. I'm going to keep this short. Thank you. I have been dating this girl for 2 months, and I have very much kept her at a distance to my heart because I am focused on completing my bachelor's and making this money. I got my own place, my own car, and I'm able to bless my mom while not breaking my pocket. And I am the only person in my immediate family with good credit. My concern is that I have been in multiple relationships before and have gotten hurt. And I know that my current girl is not a gold digger or a hoe. I know she wants to settle down and is waiting for me to pop that question. I am not ready. Do you think I am wasting her time by staying with her when she is ready for more? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are you need to call Miss Free. She is available.
Nigga.
I'm just saying. Perfect situation. Okay, no. He got good credit.
Just throw me under the bus.
How is that under the bus? It sounds like he gonna take you for a ride, boo. This nigga.
Better yet, don't call Miss Free.
Yes.
Don't call Miss Free. Because no. Can I start this off?
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, Josiah, I do believe that you are wasting her time because based off of what you wrote, you know in your mind that you're not ready to be in a relationship, a committed relationship, because you are trying to focus on school. So at this point, yes, I do think that you are wasting her time, and I do believe there is a conversation that needs to be had between the both of you all. Just let her know where you are, where you are in your mental space, how you're feeling, and just listen to what she has to say. But I definitely believe that if you feel deep down in your heart you're not ready to take that next step, that needs to be communicated with her. That's all I'm going to say. Don't waste a woman's time. Because like Auntie Maxine, she's going to be yelling, reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time.
Oh my God, she was going to be one of my shout outs and I forgot.
Reclaiming my time. I should have done that as the phrase of the week.
Yes. Shit. My God.
So that's the reason why I don't want him to call Miss Free Kwame.
Don't call me.
Ain't no amount of money worth.
Josiah, out of
sticking with
know,
somebody.
love and respect. Don't call me. Don't listen to Kwame. I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit right now, at least.
You stupid. Shut up. Here's my thing. I agree with 50 to a point. I do think that, and I know because I understand where he's coming from, but I do think that 50 has a situation where, or excuse me, I do think that Josiah has a situation where he just doesn't want. He doesn't want to get married right now. And that's fine. Like, he doesn't have to. Like, how long has he been dating a girl?
2 months.
2 months. Look.
Which is why
I'm sorry.
So they're together. They're together.
Right, yeah, they're together, but they've been dating for 2 months, and I'm sorry, 2 months is not enough to let me know.
Talk about marriage and shit.
Right. Bitch. Like that, like the fact, if she's even thinking about, like, it's cool if you want to settle down, and that's something that you want to think about in the future and talk about. Future. Like, that's fine. But, like, if you ready to do that now, and if she's applying pressure, and I don't know, I didn't get that from the letter. I don't know if she's applying pressure to the situation, but if she is applying pressure to the situation, that's when you need to go, because I think that it is okay for you to focus on what you're going. First of all, focus on your school, focus on making sure you got yours, and you taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do, and you got your own. You doing all the right things. You keeping your bills in order, because clearly you got good credit. Okay, like as you stated, you know what I'm saying. You're able to take care of your mom and what do you call it? Take care of your mom and still sustain yourself. That sounds cool to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and you got your own place, so it's not like your mom's living with you or you living with your mom. I mean, girl, you doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I identify with Josiah because I'm getting to that level, right? And I don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Right. But he's dating somebody, and that's fine. Like, you can date somebody, you can do what you want to do, but at the same time, you don't need to be pressured to marry somebody just because, like, you need to take your time and figure out, because if you're going to marry somebody, you need to make sure that you want to be with that person for the rest of your life. You need to go through things. You need to live with each other for a little bit. You need to learn about each other before you decide that this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. So, I don't know. Like, I mean, I get what 50's saying, because I feel like if he was leading her on, then it would be a situation where, okay, you know that she wants to get married. You know that you're not ready to get married. You should probably end it. But if she's putting pressure on you, then you need to still end it. You know what I'm saying?
Like speaking on it, it's like they were together for 2 months. It's like, did you just realize that you weren't ready, or that you needed to focus on the things that were most important in your life 2 months into being in a relationship with her?
That's a good question.
Did it take you 2 months to realize that?
That's a good question. And if it did take you 2 months to realize that, then you're not ready to be in a relationship, like 50 said. Now, if you've already established this beforehand, and she's just, like I said, applying pressure, because I feel like she's applying pressure. You know what I'm saying? I get that feeling, because I feel like, why would you need to write in a letter if you've already explained this to the bitch? You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. This is your girl. I'm not trying to call her bitch. Call out her name. I say that affectionately. If you've already explained this to your girl, and you have, already explained to her that this is your stances and these are your standards and this is where you're at in life and the pace that you want to go and your focus is, then I don't understand why she's applying pressure, if she is applying pressure. And again, this is me assuming. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like she's applying pressure, because if you've already established it, and it sounds like you are really direct about your feelings because of the way you wrote that letter, I don't understand why you are having these type of issues. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like you need to reanalyze where she is in your life at this moment in time. I'm just being real.
It's true.
You clearly doing good. You got good credit, boo. Good credit is hard to come back.
All I know, Josiah, is I'm at the almost the same place in life as you are right now, and I don't want to be bothered by anyone.
Me too, Miss Free. I'm there too. I just don't even want to be bothered.
It's just stress I don't need in my life. My credit is good. Why would I want to be stressed the fuck out with your shit? I'm making this money. Why I gotta share it?
Yes.
This is my place. I like being alone by myself. Why are you here? That's the point I am in my life. Like, I don't need you here in my space. All right. Do you guys want to do one more?
You up for one more 50?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay, girl.
Is this a doozy?
I think so. It looked like a doozy.
Oh shit.
This next question comes from Anon.
Okay.
And their question is,
Oh, shit.
Let me just say this before I go hard on this letter. I love you all. I just started listening to After the Blaze, and I feel like y'all whole team's vibe is off the chain.
Whoop, whoop, After the Blaze.
Keep being black and beautiful. Here we go. My cousin ain't shit, ain't never gonna be shit, and I'm about to run her ass over with my car.
Ooh.
Not really, but I really want to. This bitch and I grew up together, and she has always been a pain in my fucking ass. When I tell you this bitch uses the system, she uses the system. I ain't knocking no one who is on welfare because a bitch grew up on state assistance. Since my adulthood, I have worked hard to never need it. This bitch has 2 kids, has 2 kids already, and she gets double what I make in a month. It pisses me off. I ain't hated on her, but she is always asking niggas for money. And I'm not just saying this shit out. You know, this is how she wrote the letter.
Okay, because I'm looking at you. I'm like, she wrote it that way?
Yes.
She's pissed.
Anyway, backstory over. Recently, her daughter started living with me, and her grades immediately went up. I don't play that shit. You come home, you do your homework, study, eat dinner, play for a little bit, shower, and take your ass to bed.
Okay,
I've had this...
That's right.
I have had this girl on a routine for a while. I treat her as if she's my own. While her mom is at the club and leaves the other kid with her mom's, I have kept her daughter stable. She doesn't give me money for her except $500 a month for rent.
That's it, and she makes double?
Now listen, I recently put her in dance classes to keep her focused, and I don't get help with that. My problem with it all is that my cousin doesn't show any appreciation and takes credit for the work I put into her daughter. I want to say something to her, but my cousin is a petty ass bitch, and I know she will take her daughter back, and I am afraid that will disrupt her future. Do you have dumb bitch family members? What would you do in this situation? Thank you for listening. God bless.
50, you want to start it off?
First of all, I want to know what this girl name is.
Right?
In the fucking thing.
She sound like a Boquisha to me.
She let her cousin have it in this letter. I thought she was gonna go in on us. I'm so glad she did because I was ready.
I was waiting for woke woman. That's what I thought it was.
Don't put my bonnet on, but with regard to what she should do, I don't think she should. Well, I don't think you should be afraid of her taking the child. If you feel like the child is in an unfit environment, then I would first start out trying to get custody of the child, and then I would address all this other shit with her. Of course, on a professional manner, because if you get rowdy and you start talking shit like you talk shit in this listener letter, then she can use it against you in the court of law, and you'll have some issues with you'll have some custody issues. So I would first start out by trying to figure out how you can get full custody of the little girl first. But I commend you for everything that you're doing, and I'm pretty sure that that child appreciates you as well. Though your cousin doesn't show appreciation, just look at that little girl for the appreciation that you don't get from her mother.
Amen.
Right, and that little girl is gonna remember what you did for her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If she's probably like, if her mother is as bad as you say she is, if something really bad happens to her, the little girl, she's gonna go to you first because she trusts you.
Right. So here's my 2 cents. I agree with 50 and Miss Free on this one. I also would like to add this: taking care of a child is a selfless act. You have taken it upon yourself to take responsibility for this young girl and this young queen in the making, and it is your responsibility. It sounds like you already got her ass on a routine and she's already doing better and she's stable. If you want that stability to continue, you better soak up your pride and just ignore what the fuck your cousin's doing. If she is that petty to where she is going to risk her daughter's stability because she wants to get back at you for helping her daughter, you need to do what you need to do as the responsible guardian and suck up your attitude, suck up your pride, and do what you need to do to turn the other cheek on this one. Wait till that young girl is 18 and then go over to your cousin's house and beat the shit out of her and drag her ass down the damn streets for 18 blocks, because that every block is going to be a year of that your little girl's life. But until then, you do what you need to do to make sure that you are at every PTA meeting, that you are at every dance recital, that you you sign off on every bit of her homework, that you make sure that she is studying, that you support her in any dreams that she has to do, because that little girl is going to look back at you and say, she was my mother. That was my mother.
Amen.
This person took care of me. This person was my rock during the time when I needed it the most. This was my queen in my life. So regardless of what her actual biological mother is doing, regardless of what's happening in her life, you are the one that is a role model for her. So whatever's going on, she could be going off on welfare and assistance and getting 2 times the amount that that you get in a check, 2 times more than you get in your own check. But guess what? Your niece or your cousin, your little cousin, the girl that you were taking care of, is going to look back and say, my mother was making double what my cousin was making, what my guardian was making, and she decided to take whatever little that she had to take care of me and put me in dance classes without any help from my biological mother. Mm-hmm. Don't ever knock that down, and be proud of yourself that you have decided that you are going to take care of a young queen, somebody who is going to make a difference in her life. She is the future of this world, and we need more young queens that have stability, that have a role model like yourself. So I understand that it is hard right now, and like I said, when she turns 18 and she is ready to go, you fuck her ass up. Okay? Until then, you hold it down and you write in a journal and you write down all the notes, any little petty shit that she do.
A journal?
Write it all down. She needs evidence so that when she beats her ass, she can tell her why she's beating her ass while she's beating her ass. Okay?
Oh my God.
But until then, let me tell you something. Whether she appreciates it or not, I appreciate it as one of your brothers in this community. I know Miss Free appreciates you as one of your sisters in this community. 50 appreciates you as one of your brothers in this community. We got you, boo. And every blaze up in here got you. So you keep writing in. You tell us what's going on a couple of years from now. God willing, we gonna be here. Okay? if Russia don't blow us up by now. Okay?
Don't say that.
I'm being honest, bitch. It's a reality.
Oh my God. Anyways, the next
good luck, girl.
question comes from someone you know.
Who? Oh.
And it is from Anthony Hayes.
Yeah, shout out to Podcast Discovery Center. Woo-hoo.
And he writes, this is going to be quick. Okay. I would like to challenge Kwame to a dance battle.
Oh my God.
More like a request, not a question.
Goodbye.
Can we set this up? Much
no,
love,
we're
Anthony.
done.
Thank you, Anthony.
Anthony is crazy.
So are you going to do it?
Sure, why not?
Okay. You got to figure out a
we'll get Marisol on it.
Yes.
Anthony, I hate you. Shout out to Anthony Hayes from Podcast Discovery Center.
Yes.
Who is actually one of our new partners.
Oh.
I wasn't supposed to mention that, but why not? Shout out. Yay.
Okay, well, we're done with the listener letters.
Yes. We're back. We'll be back. This episode is brought to you by one of our new sponsors, We Buy Black. We Buy Black is an online marketplace for Black-owned businesses to showcase and sell their products to a global community. What drives We Buy Black is a community of creative entrepreneurs who use We Buy Black to sell their products, thousands of shoppers who believe supporting these entrepreneurs to affect social change, and the committed staff of We Buy Black. Visit www.pyromedianetwork.com for our sponsored direct links. It's time to support Black businesses. Now let's get back to the show.
And we're back with the vent session.
I don't want nobody rocking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody rocking with me in these streets. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So what?
And you know, per usual, I ain't got much to say.
You never have anything to say.
Kwame go ahead and do it. We might as well call this something else, like Kwame Hour or something.
Whatever.
So go ahead and take it away.
Kwame's Corner.
Yeah, Kwame's Corner. That's what we're going to call it, Kwame's Corner.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Yes, Kwame's Corner.
Okay. Since Miss Free and 50 have left me hanging without a vent this time, I want to talk about something that's been going on in the Black Twitter for a while. It is in regards to the Breakfast Club and DJ Envy, Charlamagne, and Angela Yee. And I believe it was their last episode, or the episode that they have when they interviewed Lil Duval. I don't even know who he is. I don't care who he is. And this is really not about him. I'm sure you guys have seen the headlines where Lil Duval threatened, the transgender community. Basically said that he would kill a transgendered person, or a transgender person who, if they were to, or a transgender woman rather, not a person. I want to be very specific because he was very specific. So,
is this coming off the heels of Bobby Valentino's?
This was Bobby Valentino happened after.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. These niggas out here, they just doing the most. So I can't tell which way they're going. Okay, they're just popping up. It's like Trump, breaking news. You know what I'm saying? Something new's happening with these niggas. Anyway, I digress. One of my issues that I had, because I listened to the Breakfast Club. I listened to this particular interview. I was quite angered. I did also listen to the conversation that they had after the Lil Duval, when everything was starting to pop off, and their defense behind it. Here's my thoughts. I understand that, Charlamagne, you did not say it yourself. I understand that you did not, that you feel you should not have to apologize for someone else's mistake. And that is not the issue. The issue is that you are Charlamagne the God, and you have the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, arguably the biggest platform for Black culture in America right now. It is nationally syndicated. They have a podcast. They have a huge radio show that gets reached out to almost everyone. They have a YouTube channel that gets hundreds of thousands of views and listens. You have millions of people that follow you, millions of people that listen to you on a daily basis. So your platform is huge. So the people that you bring on your show needs to be somebody. I mean, and it's not the fact that you said that you didn't say it. It's the fact that you allowed someone else to say it on your show. So the fact that you're saying that, well, I'm not going to, apologize for somebody else. If you are truly an ally, then you would have shut him down in the first place. That is your show. And for you to sit there and say, well, I can't control what somebody says on my show, then you personally may not need to have interviews like you said. And additionally, you also
real fast.
Sure.
Okay, so I didn't listen to his rebuttal after this controversial interview with Lil Duval, but this is my thing. Coincidentally, this interview happened after he interviewed Janet Mock.
Right.
And I feel like Charlamagne the God, he knew what was going to happen whenever he put that book up in Lil Duval's face and asked him the questions that he asked.
To clarify, he didn't put the book up. DJ Envy did.
What? You said what now?
To clarify, Charlamagne did not put the book up. DJ Envy did.
Oh yeah, whoever put the book up. But even still, like you said, it's his show.
Right.
And if you're supposed to be the ally that you claim to be, you would not have allowed it.
Right.
But coincidentally, you allowed it. So, I mean, that holds no merit. His rebuttal holds no merit. Like, I still don't fuck with Charlamagne.
Charlamagne ain't shit. Charlamagne ain't never gonna be shit. He still ain't shit. I hate that nigga. I don't like him. Like, he's been problematic from jump.
Yeah. He has been. And here's the thing. Like, I like Charlamagne. I used to like Charlamagne. And I used to like, you know, because I really feel like we need more black voices out there. I do think that
need that black voice.
The bottom line is for someone who to have that high of a platform. And in addition to that, let's take away the fact that let's just say, okay, let's just give it to him. Let's give him one thing. Let's give him, okay, fine, Charlamagne, you argued that you can't control what somebody else says. Okay. You also argued that you said that you shouldn't have to apologize for what somebody else says. Okay. But here's my issue in addition. You also said, well, I don't know what people are going to say when they come on my show. Okay, we'll give you that too, bitch. What I have a problem with is the fact that you laughed. You laughed throughout that entire situation knowing what was going to happen, knowing that he was going to, and then DJ Envy being the fuck ass that he is, and the little shit starter that he is, I didn't even like DJ Envy from jump. I don't know why he's on that fucking show, but that's just me personally. I digress. The fact of the matter is that DJ Envy was egging it on, and you can tell that Angela Yee was trying to stop it, but here's my issue with Angela Yee. She said nothing, and silence to me is just as bad as doing nothing. Right. Silence to me is just as bad as the perpetrator, because you are sitting there, you could have said something, you could have ended the situation, and I understand, I get it, you trying to make your money, you trying to do, but is the check bigger than your soul? I mean, at what point in time, like we said a couple of weeks ago regarding the whole R. Kelly situation, at what point in time are we going to stop as a culture and start checking each other for what we're doing? Charlamagne, you were wrong for what the fuck happened on that show. You were wrong for allowing it to happen on your show. You were wrong for not apologizing afterwards, because you could have just ended this whole situation, but your pride was sitting there stopping you from, when you know that a part of your base, a part of your support, the people that you claim that you're allies to, you're saying that when they tell you that they were hurt by your actions or by your lack of actions, you said nothing, and you were saying, well, I'm not going to apologize for somebody else's actions. What you should have said is, you know what? I didn't say these things, but I'm sorry that you felt that way, and I'm sorry that you felt that I gave voice or I gave a platform to homophobia or transphobia. That's what you should have fucking said. But you want to be a nigga just like the rest of those niggas on that fucking show, and just like other niggas out here that are gonna sit here and play these nigga ass games. And I'm sick and tired of us as a black culture sitting here putting down the LGBT fucking community. As a matter of fucking fact, I'm also sick and tired of the black shirts rising up behind you now. All of a sudden they're saying that, oh yeah, Charlamagne was right, you're only doing that because you want to segue and you want a reason to fucking attack the fucking transgender community. Fuck you, and fuck the bullshit that you guys are. I am no longer a fan of your fucking show. I unsubscribe to all of your shit, and I know I'm just one person, but guess what, it takes one, okay? And watch how much, when it starts hurting your pocket, you'll see. That's bullshit. For you to sit there and say that you're an ally to us, but then you're going to sit there and allow somebody else to call. That's like saying, oh, that's my homie or whatever, but then I see his ass getting jumped, and I'm not going to jump in and try to help him out. That's foul. That's not an ally. And that's not a ride or die. An ally ride or dies for you regardless of the situation. Because if any one of my people on Blaze Entertainment or after the Blaze starts getting attacked, whether it be on social media or whether it be in the public, I'm going to be there as quick as I fucking can. I will be there and I will cuss all you motherfuckers out. So if you attack Hope Giselle, if you attack 50 Shades of Ghey, if you attack Miss Free, know that I will come for you. Okay? And that is it. That's an ally. That is a friend. So don't sit there, Charlamagne, and act like you were here for us when and here for our trans brothers and sisters when you sat there and allowed and laughed at some bullshit and transphobia. Fuck that, and fuck you and the whole Breakfast crew. I am done.
Well,
I bet he'll learn how to redirect conversations now.
Well, this has been another episode of Blaze Entertainment.
I'm just like staring like I got in trouble. Ooh.
Right. I'm sitting there real quiet. I'm scared to talk.
Right. Shit. I didn't do nothing. Fuck.
all I'm saying is that we just need to do better as a culture. If we're going to be this one whole Black Lives Matter movement type situation, if we're going to be a part of the movement, then we need to be a part of the whole ass movement. Don't sit there and try to make it seem like it's just an LGBTQ issue. It is a black issue. And my issue is the fact that we do not support each other as a black culture like we should. Okay, you can sit here and act woke all y'all want to.
Black community.
Right, black community. Yes. And we can sit here and act like you're woke all you want, but if you're not going to wake up to an issue that's going on with trans sisters and brothers getting shot and beat and killed, then it's the same situation when if you see a black gay man walking down the street getting cussed out and you don't do nothing about it, you are a part of the problem. If you see a transgendered woman and you see a black transgender woman and you see her getting snide at, and you just like you would protect your black cisgendered queens, you should be protecting your black transgender queens. The same situation. Because if I see Miss Free and Hope Giselle walking down the street and somebody is jeering at them and not treating them like the royalty that they is, then it is my responsibility as their black brother to sit there and say something to those fuckers and make sure that they are treated like the royalty that they are. And that is the lack of respect that is going on with this damn culture. We do not treat our queens properly. We do not treat our kings properly, and we do not treat our young black boys and girls properly either. We have these issues that are going on. We try to separate. Oh well, he's black, but he's a gay black man, or she's black, but she's a black trans woman. What the fuck ever? What you just said, black? That should be the first fucking situation you see.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I digress.
Not who I choose to lay down with, or what I have between my legs.
Exactly.
Right.
Because honestly, what's going on between my legs is none of your damn business unless I invite you into my bed. And then for those that are saying, and for those that sit there and say, well, you sit there and say that you're gay, but you're black first. Well, then treat me like I'm black first. Treat my trans sister like she's black first. Don't just call her, oh, well, she's a tranny or she's a trans woman. No, she's a black trans woman, right? Mm-hmm. You said that we're black first, right? Mm-hmm. Then it should be Black Lives Matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Well,
I'm going in my prayer closet.
Well, it's been another episode of Blaze Entertainment. I would like to thank 50 Shades of Ghey, our brother from another mother, our co-hosts at After the Blaze. Definitely check it out because they'll be on next week. We'd like to thank you for joining the show. Please come back again. We would love to have another. We should do this monthly. We should have like once a month.
Yeah, I
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Made me feel how important and shit.
You are.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so definitely we need to do this again, do it more often, and have these joint episodes. It brings us together because we miss you guys. But yes, it's been fun. It's been real. Definitely check out entertheblaze.com for all things Blaze Entertainment. After the Blaze, Hope Giselle, 50 Shades of Ghey, Miss Free, and myself, our host bios are on there. You can also check out our spotlight interviews. You can check out, we update it all the time, so definitely check it out. You can check out, FYI, just a note, we are no longer updating on SoundCloud. They have too many issues. I don't know whether they're going to be bankrupt one day or the next. So we decided as a company to no longer update through SoundCloud. So everything before the 1 year anniversary, you can still listen to. However, everything else you either can go to our website to listen to or go to iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Oh my God, we are on a lot of shit. Acast, all of that stuff. So you can definitely listen to. Just go to our website. You can find out all of the places you can listen to our episodes, After the Blaze podcast, as well as the Spotlight editions. So yes, 50. You have anything for us?
I don't.
Of course, you're always welcome on the show. Miss Free, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, we out. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.